There we are. What up, brother? Drew?
What up? What up, my bro?
What's going on?
Man, I'm good. I'm good. How are you, man?
Good, man. I see you got them kicks behind you, man. Set up nicely.
Appreciate it, man. I was thinking about it today, and I was like, let me go ahead and try to put something together. So,
That's what's up.
and I got a surprise for you too when the time comes. Something I think you'll like.
I love
With
surprises.
yeah, with the Wolf Gray 5.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. You picked them
Yes,
bad
sir.
boys up, huh?
I did, man. It was about an hour trip, man, but it was peaceful. It was great, smooth. Yeah, so I'm excited, bro.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, man. It was all God's timing, bro. It really
Right.
was.
Right. Definitely. Definitely.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, yeah, man. So, I think it's just the two of us now. I think I see number two at the top. So it might be somebody else
Is
in
that
here.
us or is that somebody else?
Um,
Can you see? Do
oh,
they show you if somebody's in there or not? Can you
okay,
tell me
yeah,
who
I
it
do
is?
see somebody now. It says stand on 10
Okay.
chop.
All right. That's
Yeah,
what's up. That's what's up. All right. So we got two people watching. Shout out to y'all, whoever's watching.
yeah,
This
shut up.
is this is kind of like an introduction for us. We supposed to have Jay Miller. He's like moving and he's not. He's kind of under the weather. So
Yeah,
you know,
shout out to Jay Miller.
yeah,
Yeah.
this is like kind of like the second time we pushed his back. So it's kind of unfortunate. But Faith Over
Yeah.
Sneakers podcast, man, something we wanted to put together and kind of talk about up and coming releases. Talk about what we picked up. What's going on, sneaker news and stuff like that, guys.
Yes,
So
sir.
without faith, I don't believe in sneakers, and I believe Drew feels the same way. And
Absolutely.
our faith in God is above the material things. God comes first. Without Him, we wouldn't be able to wake up to see a new day and be able to purchase this sneakers, man. So faith comes first, man. A lot of people
Sure.
put material things over the man up above, things you can't take with you when you go. So just want to put that out there. That's what this podcast is about.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Um,
absolutely.
So just to kind of let you guys know what's going to be going on here, we're going to try to make this a weekly thing. I believe Wednesdays work well for me and Drew. I'm not really sure about Jay Miller. Blessings to him, but unfortunately, if he's not able to, be a part of this, it's still all good. We're still going to keep things going, but we'll update you guys that in the near future.
For
But what you
sure.
can expect here, besides sneaker news, is what's really important was we want to separate ourselves from different podcasts, man. So there will be giveaways. There will be clothing giveaways, sneaker giveaways, cash giveaways, and we want to do some sneaker battles up here. So if you think you have a really cool collection, man, step up to the plate and challenge some people, man. And we definitely want to get women up here doing some female sneaker battles, just to do something different. And what we
Yeah.
kind of want to do is have like a main ending battle with two of the main champions, and then the prize will be $1,000 cash prize for the winner. So keep a lookout for that. Also want to
Mhm.
link up with Markel. Markel, me and Drew both follow him. He has a brand, a cloth brand. I actually just dropped my order 2 days ago, dropped 260 with him, so I'm waiting for that stuff to come
That's
in.
what's up.
Looking forward to it. And
Yeah,
we will
man.
be working with him as well. So look forward to him possibly either coming on the channel or we're just going to show his clothing as far as giveaways, guys. So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I kind of want to just start and really we're so backed up, man. This stuff is kind of old, but I want to talk to Drew about the Michael Jordan situation with the NASCAR situation that kind of gained a lot of attention, and I wanted to get Drew's opinion on that. My opinion on that is that it was blown out of proportion. Media tends to do that a lot, especially when it comes to Michael Jordan, like I mentioned before, with the whole flu game thing, and he really didn't have the flu. The media tends to take something and run with it. And a lot
Mhm.
of people tend to not do their own research. They just go by what the media says, and they just think that's it, and it trumps every other opinion. But from what I saw, man, the kid had ice. They just celebrated. And Michael Jordan was trying to get the ice out of his shirt whilst, scratching his leg a little bit, kind of like an uncle would do. I feel like that little kid sees Michael Jordan as an uncle. His dad was standing right there. They were
Mhm.
celebrating, and not only back to back did they win another, but three-peat. I don't know if you knew
Wow.
that, Drew. They won a third one. So
Wow,
MJ
wow.
is three-peating off the basketball court, guys. That is amazing. Like,
It is.
seriously.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
you know, I feel like a lot of the media was hating on MJ. And the best
yeah.
thing MJ did was this: keep his mouth
Mm,
shut. You know, that's the best thing you could do.
yeah,
Silence speaks a thousand words. It really does.
it
And
does.
yeah, I think it was blown out of proportion. And MJ is great. He's great on the court, off the court, as we've seen. And I just feel like him
Mhm.
keeping his mouth shut was the best thing he could do because it was blown out of proportion, and he didn't need to feed into it. So, Drew, what do you think
Mhm.
about that? Your take on that?
Yeah, man, I definitely agree with everything you said. I feel the same way. It was blown out of proportion. And, I watched the video clip and, I just, you can say that it looked kind of funny how he was doing it or whatever, but there wasn't nothing going on with that. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like you said, it's just another thing for haters. Somebody always got something to say, and that's just part of life. But MJ, salute to you, keeping this shut and just doing what you do, keeping it business, keeping it professional, and man, he's still doing his thing. So
Right, right.
yeah, man. It's so important that when you hear something, hearsay and gossip and stuff, it's important to do your homework, do your due diligence to research that for yourself before you form your opinion about it. Yeah. So yeah, that it ain't no thing, bro.
Yeah, and I noticed you mentioned haters and stuff like that, and I want to kind of talk about that too, man. There's a lot of haters up here on Instagram about people who want to be different, but the main thing with these haters is they all have private accounts. Now, I came across
Mm.
this lady, um, what's her name? Me, you, and Miller, when we were talking about what's that? Like TJ talks with TJ, right?
Oh
So
yeah,
talks with TJ just
salute to
recently put up a
TJ.
video about
Mm-hmm.
somebody called commenter on Instagram saying that okay, yeah, we get it that you don't buy sneakers anymore, blah 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 blah. Stop trying to tell people to stop buying shoes, pretty much. But it was a
Mm-hmm.
private account, no picture and private. And the reason why I bring that up is because I notice the same thing with me, man. If I do something different, if I switch the laces, if I wear something a certain way, you get these
Yeah.
trolls with these private accounts with no pictures, and they're telling you, oh, that's whack, that's trash, do this, do that. And,
Mm-hmm.
these dudes are weirdos, man, but you can't let them get to you. You can't
Right.
let these weirdos get to you. Continue to be different. Continue to do what you want to do. And let's just get straight into it, man, because I want to
Yeah.
see a reaction with Trip here. But we're going to talk about it right here, man.
Yes,
The Wolf
sir.
Grade Jordan 5s, man, with these white skinny laces. People kept telling me, take out the skinny laces, put in the flat
Mm-hmm.
laces. And I get it. That's typical. Of course,
Yeah.
if you do a lace swap, people are going to put the white laces. But like I said, man, this is a bulky shoe, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I feel
Yes,
like the
sir.
skinny rope laces just make it pop. The stitching here, the 23, the shark teeth on the side. I even
Yes,
added
sir.
this little keychain right here, which a lot of
I
people
love
it
that.
says "Talk to me nice." Now this
Yeah.
keychain actually came with a different pair of sneakers a good 5 years ago. I bought from a reseller, and I just
Okay.
wanted to do something different.
That's
Also,
fine.
also, you see what's missing here? There's no lace lock. There's no lace lock.
Mm-hmm.
I like this pair in particular better without the lace lock. Are there Jordan 5s that I wear with the lace lock? Yes. But these in
Yeah.
particular, I want to do my own thing, man. And of course, when you think outside the box, people are gonna call you out and say, "Don't do this, don't do that," because they want you to be like them. Just the
Right.
sheep mentality. And
Yeah. Yeah.
that crazy release, crazy release. I wasn't the only one that dealt with some bull junk. I saw there was a
Mm-hmm.
shooting. I saw there were fights, and man, this was worse than a black metallic release. This was worse than a gamma release, man. So
Crazy. Yeah.
yeah, man. I wanna hear how you feel about these, Drew. I know you picked them up today.
Yes, sir. Well, listen, I'm not this ain't as creative as what you pulled, man. I love what you did with that chain on there and everything. But
Thank you.
I went with the flat. I went with the flat ones, but
Woo! Looking good in that
nevertheless,
size 17, man.
man, I tell you, like when you said
Fire.
they're bulky, these are solid, man. Like in my hand, it's heavy, you know what I'm saying? But
Right.
I love them, man, and it's crazy because I almost didn't get them. I almost didn't get them, man. They were on my radar, and super dope colorway. And I remember, I want to say it was 2011 when they came out the first time. But Man, I was just gonna reach back. It was gonna be a reach back. But my guy hit me up, a guy here in the Chicago, Illinois area. Shout out to my guy Z. I
Shout
shouted
out
him
to
out on
you.
the post. Yeah, yeah, appreciate you, bro. Cause man, he been my shoe plug really, but he can't never hit on that 17, man. He has never hit on one for me all these years. And so I got this inbox from him, bro, and he was like, "Hey, man, you trying to get them fives?" I'm like, What you talking about? What's up, man?" He said he had them, he ordered them, he got exclusive access, man, which is crazy.
That's what's up.
And yeah, so he said he saw the 17 sitting, and he said, "Let me grab these for my boy." So, man, I shout out to you, Z, man. You came through, man. I'm so glad I got to you, man.
All right, now while you have those still in hand, Drew, have you
Yeah.
seen any flaws?
Um, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. They did a really good job with these. I didn't find anything.
All right, now at first I didn't find any flaws, but looking at them
Yeah.
after, I found some flaws, man. And I want to show you the flaws, and then maybe you could look at your pair again, and maybe you'll
Okay.
see something on yours. And I kind of want to talk about another topic involving this, right?
Okay.
So, right here, see that right there,
Oh yeah, I do. I
and
do.
then there's another spot right here. So
Yeah.
these are like glue marks or something like
Glue.
that. Other
Yeah.
than that, I didn't really see anything too crazy. But
Yeah.
I wanna talk about while you're looking at yours. Take your time to look at yours. I want to talk about another topic as far as GRs and like these limited collabs and whatnot.
For sure. Yeah.
Jordan Brand, they're making too many pairs of GRs, and a lot of
Mm,
people like to go what they see on sneakers. If sneaker says, "Oh, 65,000 pairs," that is just on sneakers. You got to think about foot sites. You got to think about boutiques. You got to think
yeah.
about your brick and mortar stores, right?
Mm-hmm.
Too many
Hmm.
pairs are being made. You know, even
Yeah.
OG colorways that he wore in game are just being disrespected because so many pairs are being made that the quality control. I don't care about a quality control sticker if the quality control isn't there.
Right. Right.
So we
Exactly.
got a comment from that man. Basically said it's a scratch flaws or extra stitching flaws on a few pairs. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my homie Z right there. Yeah.
Shout out Z, man. Shout out you for hooking up Drew with that pair, man. Shout out to you.
Yeah.
I actually
Yeah.
went on your page quickly before we started this live, and I saw that you had the Air Max 95. Z, I'm going to be going after those tomorrow. Wish me luck. Hopefully, I could get my hands on those.
Yeah. Yeah.
Those are
Yeah.
supposed to be
Classic.
a major release this time around. So,
Yeah.
and they also updated the shape on those in the toe box, so you should be able to go true to size and be good with those. So hopefully, I get those tomorrow. But yeah, man.
Absolutely.
As far as these retros go, man, you got something, for example, like the Union Fragment collabs. Those pairs were
Yeah.
extremely limited, and I haven't seen any flaws across anybody who has reviewed those sneakers, man. So
Mm-hmm.
my
Mm-hmm.
point in saying all this is I feel like Jordan Brand needs to pull back the amount of pairs on these retros, man. We haven't seen this Wolf Grade 5 since 2011, like you said. And for
Yeah.
it to come back and for me to find flaws on it is unacceptable. I don't care if it's
Mm-hmm.
two little marks. No, it just means that too many pairs are being made. People are rushing. I believe the
Yeah.
glue is not fully dry before it's being touched. And
Yeah.
we need to make GRs great again. For real, for real, for real. I
Mm-hmm.
think when people
Mm-hmm.
hear GR, they think, oh, it's just a GR. It'll sit
Yeah.
around. And then when
Yeah.
people hear something hype that only releases on sneakers, they think, oh, I gotta go. I gotta. It's the best. It's the best. But people come
Mm-hmm.
outside, man. The GRs sell out.
Yeah.
They do. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
man.
like you said,
That's
we've
how I feel
seen that.
about that. Man, these flaws.
Yeah, seen that with the Gammas, the Black Cat fours. You know, people were standing outside, man. It's crazy. And I just want to touch on that real quick because me and you had discussed this before. For me, I only shop online because of my rare size. But if I could go to the mall, I would be out there. You know, I would do it. But at the same time, man, like with these Wolf Grays, man, saw somewhere somebody got shot or whether, pistols. And it's like, really, man? And I don't remember who it was I was watching, but I know they said something that they felt that it really wasn't about the shoe as much as it was about disrespect. Like if they felt like the next man that was trying to get their size was disrespecting them, then that led to. But whatever the case may be, it's never worth losing your life. It's not that serious, man. We love our shoes and we want our kicks, man. But we can do it peacefully. That's how I feel. So that's unfortunate, but at the same time, it was good to see people out there, you know what I mean? So that was good to see, but we the violence, man, is not necessary. So I just wanted to throw that in there, bro.
And to add to that, as far as that goes, I feel like a lot of true sneakerheads weren't really out for this release. A lot of tax time people were out
Mm,
for this release.
yeah.
You can tell, man. I mean, there have been releases like you brought up the Gammas, the Black Cat Fours. There have been releases where people came out, but it's been a lot
Hmm.
orderly. I feel like around this
Yeah.
time of year, this tax time, you get people that aren't really sneaker or Jordan collectors like that. They just find a sneaker that they want to go at because they have the extra money. Maybe it's to their
Yeah.
baby moms or something like that, giving them some of that
Yeah.
tax money. And they don't know how to act orderly because they're not real sneakerheads. They're not really a part of the sneaker community like that. You know,
Hmm.
so they
Yeah.
come from the area they come from where they just, say what they want, do what they want, and then they come around orderly folks. And these orderly folks that are used to lining up saying, hold up, you're not about to cut me. You're not doing, you know what I'm saying? Because it happened on the game release. That's why I recorded, man. You got somebody who's never there who think they're going to just cut. Somebody who's been waiting since
Hmm.
7, 8 in the morning. And that's when things get out of hand, man. So I
Yeah.
don't blame the people. There's people that aren't size 17, but they still don't wait in line. They just deal with the raffles. I don't blame you if you stay away from these first come first serves and these waiting lines. I get it. I understand. A lot of people don't want to be around that BS.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy. It really is, man.
It is, man. And you were talking about the GRs and the flaws and stuff. Do you have your infrared salesmen on hand?
Unfortunately, I don't. I could grab those quick if you want me to grab. It won't take me long. I don't know if you want me to grab those.
Yeah, you can. I wanted to show you my flaw right here. Might be hard to see, but you see that kind of white
I actually
flaky?
do see it, and it's funny. My floor is kind of in a similar area, like right in that area. Let me grab my pen real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead, bro. So yeah, everybody that's watching, right over here. Mm.
All right, Drew. So,
Mhm.
questions. You got those boxes in the background. Is that you keep your shoes still in boxes, or those just empty?
Yeah, I keep them in there.
Okay.
When
So,
you
so do
yeah,
I.
when you mentioned that, yeah, you mentioned that a while back, and I was like, yep, me too. Yeah.
So, one thing I had. So, I remember what happened with my 13s, right? A lot of people
Hmm.
told me the paper can ruin a lot of your shoes. So, what I recently did was, and I'm gonna grab more. I went and I grabbed some Ziploc bags, and now I keep them in Ziploc bags, but I leave a little bit of room for air so they can
Mm,
breathe. So it
yeah.
can help, with the icy bottom, stop the yellowing, and your Jordan ones, how they get that glitter stuff, it'll stop that too.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's good. That's good. And when you talked about the icy bottoms too, um, when you told me about the spray, the Protect spray, that you should spray the bottoms too. Talk a little bit about that, bro, because that's a dope thing that you brought up before.
Yeah, and I actually did it with the Wolf Grays too, and I wore them. I wore them all day. I was out and about
Yeah.
outside. And you know
Wow.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They still look good. Yeah, you don't just spray the upper, spray the bottom. So when I came home,
Hmm.
literally I didn't have to scrub. I didn't have to put too much elbow grease. Now
Wow, man.
I use magic erasers. I get the magic erasers from Dollar Tree, and
Okay.
I have like a sneaker spray that I get from like Marshalls using a Czechoslovakian grandma's by grandma's. She has a stain remover, and that works really well. But I just spray
Nice.
a little bit of that, a little water, and just and it they look brand new, man. Every time you gotta spray the bottoms, man. It makes a huge difference. But honestly, Drew, a lot of people don't
Hmm.
clean the bottom of their shoes, let
Yeah,
alone the
that's
top.
true.
You know, that's like rare. A lot of people say, well, you're walking on the ground, nobody can see it. Why do I need to clean it? So, you know, but if you're
Hmm.
spending over $200, I say maintain your sneaker. But
I agree. I agree. And I will tell you, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. Some of them I do clean the bottoms like every time I wear them, and then there's certain ones that I just kind of let it go. But you are absolutely right. That you should do that, man. It's a good, it's a good rule. It's a good rule. And I will say too, because I usually double up on my 11s. And partially, it's not the only reason, but one of the reasons I double up is because I always want to have that crispy, clean sole to look at just from time to time. Call me weird, but when I pull them bread 11s out and look at that bottom, it just does something to me. So
I
that's my confession.
hear
You
you,
know what I
Drew.
mean?
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
I
you
can
know
see
what
you
I'm saying?
passionate about it, like when you was talking about it. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I
yeah.
definitely get what you're saying.
But you are absolutely right. As much as possible, clean your pairs, man. After each time you wear them, it's a
Now,
good thing
before I
to
show
do.
my floor and my six, I want to ask you about those Bread 11s because I have
Hmm.
the 2011, I think, release. I didn't go after the recent release, but does the
Okay.
white stitching make a difference for you compared to the previous release on the Bread 11? Was that like something like, yeah, this looks a lot better than the
Like,
previous, or is it not?
um, I will say yes and no. I'm a OG, so if it's closer to OG, I'm with that. You know what I'm saying? So, um, it didn't necessarily make a difference, but I thought it was a great touch. So. And the higher cut as well, which is also OG. Um, and what I'll say about that is that it's OG, but I also just personally I think the higher cut just looks better.
Mm.
Um, I would still rock a pair. I would try it, you know what I'm saying? But I like that. There's something about it. I just like the aesthetic of it. Yeah. So yeah, what do you think about that, bro?
Um, I didn't even realize it had a higher cut. I didn't even realize that. So, you
Yeah.
know, that was a questionable reach back for me because my pair is still in really good condition. But now hearing that, I'm like, man, I may have to go after that pair.
It's clean, bro. And they started the higher cut with the Space Jam, the 2016 Space Jams. From that point on, all of the 11s now have been that higher cut, man. And it's clean, man. It's clean.
Okay. All right. Well, here's my flaw right here. Like I said, it's kind of a similar area as you, like right on the infrared.
Yep.
But
Yep. I see it.
and it definitely looks worse on camera than it does in person. I don't know if you could say the same for yours.
Yeah, yeah. I can say the same.
But as you see, you already know I went white laces again on these joints.
Well done.
Just
Well
because
done,
it's
bro.
it's OG colorways, I'm not gonna touch, man. But I feel like non-OG colorways are fair game.
Yeah.
That's just how I feel
Yeah.
about it.
For sure. For sure. And you're expressing yourself, which is important too, man, because we're not all the same. We're similar, but we still all have unique things about us. So,
Right.
you want to pull out a certain color, power to you, man. That's all part of being yourself and expressing, and that's what it's all about, man. So,
Exactly.
love the white laces you put in there, bro.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
Yeah, 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 for sure.
Are you looking forward to these True Red 13s that they call them? You
Man,
looking forward to those?
I'm glad you brought it up. I actually talked salute again to my guy Z because I was asking him like is that red really? Because my thing is here, I came prepared, bro. So I brought out the 2017 pair. My pair is still in good condition,
Yeah, it
man.
is. It is.
You know, so I was just saying, you know, as a sneakerhead, I've been collecting now for like 10 years at this point, like heavy. And so I'm in that zone now where it's like, if I got the shoe already, do I need it? Do I need another pair?
Oh, you
And
there now?
so,
That's where you at now, huh?
yeah, it's crazy, man. For the first time,
Wow.
these will be the first pair that I can say I got these. So do I really need them? So here's the answer to your question. I'm definitely excited. I got a chance to look at wear testers.
I've seen that too.
Yeah, he did a review on them. I seen some more recent pictures, and man, I'm loving that red. I'm loving the color tone of it. So it's official, bro. On this live, I'm officially telling you for the first time, yeah, I'm gonna grab them.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. And I'm still gonna keep these. You know, it's again, I'm in that part of my sneaker collecting phase where, you know, I'll get the new ones and I'll put them on feet at some point, but I'm still gonna be rocking these too. You know what I'm saying? So, like you said, when you spend $200+ man, you want to get the most out of your pairs, man. So
Exactly.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna wear them till they fall apart. Yes, sir. How about
um,
you? How you feel about them?
I'm kind of like you with it. I'm 50-50. I mean, I'm all down for a review and comparison. That's what I look forward to. You know, what changes they
Yeah,
made. Like you said about the
yeah.
red is going to be different.
I will
Um,
be tuning into that video too, bro. Yeah.
yeah. From Nightwing, it seems like the shape may be a little different. So I want to see how
Hmm.
they feel on feet, though, Drew. I want to see if they feel a little bit more lightweight and less bulky. That's what I'm looking
Yeah,
to see.
yeah,
But
yeah. I'm with
one
you.
very important thing to talk about is just these releases in general. I feel like, and let me
Hmm.
know if you agree. I think
Yeah,
Jordan Brand needs to pull back on the releases, man. You know, it's just
yeah,
we don't have time to enjoy what's coming out. Like we're just talking about the Wolf Grade Fives and what not this weekend, but next weekend we got the 13s.
yeah. It's
You know,
coming quick. Yeah,
like come on, man. I'm fine with once a month. I'm
yeah.
fine with once a month.
Me too. Me
And
too.
I just feel like we've gone so far in the social media era that we've lost the excitement. I'm not talking about hype. There's a difference between hype and excitement. You know what creates hype? What creates
Hmm.
hype is when a popular sneaker YouTuber or somebody come out and say, "Oh, these are going to be limited." You know what creates hype? When you get the shoe a month, 2 months early, and say, "Oh, this is
Yeah.
what it's going to look like. You guys get ready." That's hype. But you know
Hmm.
what creates
Hmm.
excitement? When we used to get those East Bay catalog magazines, and we used to circle which pairs we wanted and say, "Oh, I hope my mom will get these for me." And
Yes,
they go,
sir.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Hmm.
And we were only getting them like once a month retros. You had
Once a
stuff in
month.
between.
Yeah.
You had Air Darwins, you had Air Raid, you had, the Dion's, you had stuff in between.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
extremely disrespectful how Jordan Brand released the reverse infrared sixes and, some of the Union Jordan ones at the same day. It's just like
Oh
now we
man.
have to pick and choose which Jordan retros between. Like, come on. Like, come on now.
Yeah, it's too much. I
And
think they
it's
were saying that there was, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I think they were saying it was like 20 some different pairs or whatever that came
right.
out on the same day. That's crazy, man.
But the
Too much.
worst part about it, Drew, is it's not bull junk. Like it's actually heat. I could see if they were
Yeah,
dropping like, a one pair heat and the rest is bull junk on the same day, but
right.
you're
A
dropping
filler.
like
Yeah.
bangers.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So, I
Yeah.
really feel like it needs just like slow down, but
Yeah.
you can't when you got sneaker YouTubers a month, 2 months early dropping these reviews. And as far as whether they're being foo-foo or real, that doesn't matter because we
Yeah.
really don't
Right,
know
right.
unless we know. But it's just the point that they're presenting these releases super, super early. And I
Exactly.
feel like Jordan Brand is trying to. I feel like Jordan Brand is now trying to keep up with these sneaker YouTubers and these people on Instagram and the hype. They're trying to keep up with them, which is crazy.
That
Why is
is
a
crazy.
brand trying to keep up with the consumer?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because the consumer is able to get it early from across the water, and then Nike saying, "All right, now this hype is dead. Now we gotta uplift that hype and come out with something
Yeah,
else
yeah.
to get them excited." So
Yeah.
yeah, man, it's a lot. It's overwhelming, man.
It is. It is because what I'll say about it is like the kid in me, and I know you can relate to this, but the kid in me does get excited, to see all of these dope pairs coming out. A lot of them are OG, but even these collabs, it's great stuff. But at the same time, like man, you just don't want to oversaturate, man. I'm not the richest dude in the world, so like you release 5 to 10 pairs, and I love all 10. I can't get all 10, bro. I just can't do it. So I think it's better to release some heat, maybe 1 or 2 pairs at most, and then give us a time, like you said, give us a chance to enjoy what we have. Because it's like if you constantly thinking about, okay, well, this one come out this weekend, it's just nah, man. It kind of waters it down.
Yeah, and they're putting a lot of pressure on the consumer, man. They really are.
They are because there's people out there, bro, who really, when you think about the social part of it, there are people out there, man, who want to impress. They want to be, if they have the latest pair, that makes them feel like they're important. It gives them their identity. And so you're creating this stress to try to impress, which you shouldn't even do anyway. You know what I mean? We just, all we got to do is be ourselves. If you get that shoe, great. If you don't, you'll get it later. It's all cool, but that's just the climate, the social climate that we're in. What's the next one? So you can be the latest. It's crazy, bro.
Yeah, and I kind of want to add to what you just said about impressing, because,
Hmm.
and I'm just keeping it like it is. I'm not trying to disrespect anybody. I'm just going how I see it, man. And as far as the impress thing, you got dudes trying to impress other dudes. Let's be
Oh
real,
man.
Drew. Let's be
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
Like a lot of dudes are going broke to try to say, "Oh, I can get it too. You're not the only one."
Yes,
When at the
sir.
end of the day, the females that these dudes are really attracted to, they don't know. They don't know what releases this. They don't care.
Yeah. Right.
Why
Right.
are you competing with other dudes, man? That's weird. Just stay in your own lane,
Hmm.
buy what you like, wear what you like, and that's that. Like I literally
Hmm.
know dudes who are depressed and overwhelmed because they don't bought stuff that they don't even really care about. They don't waste. I know dudes who waste their money on cars they didn't even like. Just
Yeah. I
because somebody
believe it.
else they know that looks down on them has it, and oh, I can afford it too, so let me get it. But they don't even like it. I know people in debt that had to get their cars repoed and because they're trying to
Mm.
keep up. And it's the same thing with sneakers. It's the same thing with clothing. You know,
Yeah.
do your
Yeah.
own thing, stand out.
That's right.
It's gonna
That's
make you
right.
go broke. Trying to impress other men and try to keep up with other dudes is gonna make you look broke and make you look corny to other females, to the female you want. So
That's right, man.
yeah, you got to stop, man. Like MJ said, stop it, get some help. Love that quote.
I love that. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
yeah, absolutely right, bro. Mm. But I appreciate you, man, because you have your style, and when you find a gem, like when you post the videos of shopping at those stores, and you find a hidden gem, you pick it up. That's dope, But I know that you probably got tons of clothes anyway, and so it's not, you don't do it because you have to. You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
You're just doing it because you see something you like, pick it out. You know what I'm saying? And that's it's better to have that balance. I'm gonna be honest with you. The clothes I got stuff that I haven't worn in probably a couple years. You know what I'm saying? That I don't have to go buy something else because I got some stuff in here. I need to blow the dust off of it and pull it out. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah. So I feel you, bro. I feel you. We don't have to do that.
Yeah, that black and yellow outfit you pulled out with the black cats was crazy. I think the first time I seen you wear that, so that
That's
was
one
tough.
of
That
them
was dope.
ones, bro.
Yeah,
That's
that's
it's
dope.
been sitting in the
That's
closet, and
crazy.
yeah, I was just like, man, let me pull this joint out. So yeah, yeah. I'm trying to get back into doing that more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And
Because
that
I'm gonna
is
be
gonna
honest
get
with you, bro. On a given day that I'm doing work and moving around, I'll just put a simple, black jeans, black top, and just go. But I need to pull out some of this other stuff, man. But you inspire me because you be coming with the fits, bro. So like,
Nah, but
fire,
talk
bro.
about it, Drew. It's not easy. Like you said, like sometimes you actually gotta like go in a closet and think these outfits up. Like people think it's easy. Like a lot of times you just want to throw something on if you know out and about, but it's really not easy, especially when you have to dig. Like I have a lot of my stuff in containers folded nicely, and sometimes I forget because I have too much. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel
Mm-hmm.
like it's the same thing for you. That's why you had stuff in your closet for years because you have so much. And it's like I got to dig back here. A lot of times we don't. So a
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
overall shout out to the people that really be putting that on, man, putting getting
Yeah.
fly because yeah, man,
Definitely.
yeah,
Definitely.
like
Because
that,
what I
like Diego.
did, absolutely, and because what I did, bro, like when I told you about my weight loss journey, when I lost that weight, I knew I needed to, buy some new things. I had to start over. And so at that time, I was just kind of going in, like I was getting some pairs of J's here and there, but I really was just focusing on rebuilding my wardrobe. And so I wound up getting a bunch of stuff. And so that's why, like I said, some of it's just sitting because like sometimes you kind of forget some things you have, you know what I mean? And but it's a good problem, you know what I mean? Like I'm I thank God for helping me to make that decision to be healthier, and change my eating habits, man. I didn't do anything drastic, just I still enjoy some things that I love to eat, but just in moderation, man. And so, so it pushed me to start over and then get back into the J collecting heavy. So yeah, yeah. Oh, I got a question for you, bro. We talked about this. So I know what you wore on feet today. So this is what I wore today.
Nice, very
Yeah,
nice.
yeah. Love these, man. These is one of them pairs, man, that like people really wasn't showing love to, man. And I got these for the low on StockX, man. Might have been like $90 or something. That's probably the cheapest I ever paid. You know what I'm saying?
Wow,
But love them, man. OG, OG.
the boxing, packaging story, amazing. I was surprised like people disrespected that sneaker, man.
I know,
Like
I
you know,
know.
it really surprised me.
Yeah, same here, same here. But hey, it was more easy for us to get. You know what I mean? And I'm okay with that. You know what I'm
I just
saying?
don't get it, man. You know, even Travis Scott put those on. Like,
I didn't know that. Really?
yeah, the Travis Scott even put them on. They still didn't help him sell out. So wow, man.
That's crazy.
I just would like to know why because this
Yeah,
union they have the age midsoles too. And
yeah, yeah.
it's not an OG colorway.
Right, right.
It
But
makes
like
me
you
kind
said,
of feel like are the OG
hmm
a lot of OGs kind of out of the sneaker game, and a lot of the younger crowd is kind of
yeah,
more or is it just around hype because there was no resale to it? And I feel like is that the real reason why people say Jordan ones are dead? Not because nobody's wearing them, but because there's no resale to them.
yeah. I wanted that too. I think it does play a part in it. And every time I hear that question, I laugh, man, because my story is that I grew up on 12s and 13s, and I always loved 11s, but they were just unattainable for my size all those years ago. But man, my first pair that I got for the ones was the Royal Toe ones, man. And when I got them, I fell in love with them. Love how they felt on feet. And I was concerned about how they would look on me because I'm a bigger guy, you know what I'm saying? And I told you this before, but I don't ever want to crush my shoes, you know what I'm saying? I done seen guys where their shoe look, not making fun, but it's a real thing. So
Yeah.
so that was my hesitation, but man, I'm glad that I got over that and just tried it. So I got more ones. I got more ones than anything else. You know what I'm saying? So
Isn't that
um,
crazy? You weren't into them, and then they end up out weighing your collection.
it's crazy, man. So they ain't dead to me. Matter of fact, an example of that. Now these are older now. I want to say they're 2000. Might be 2017, but you remember the Obsidian ones?
Yes, yes.
That's just a pair that I never, they came out at a time that I wasn't, messing with ones like that. So that's on my reach back list, bro. I'm gonna get those this year.
What's
Now
the
they're
price
old.
point looking like?
Um, it's like two. I want to say 220, something like that. It's
Not
a,
bad. Not bad.
yeah, it's a decent, especially for my size. So yeah, man. So that's just one of them ones. Somebody said, "Oh, them old or whatever." Nah, they fire, so I'm gonna get them.
Right.
Yeah, that's on my list. So let's talk about some reachbacks, man, because we already know all the heat that's dropping this year. But like, what are some of your reachbacks that you're going for, bro?
I actually just pulled the trigger on the big brick by bricks tonight, actually. So hopefully those will be here soon, so I could have the same excitement you have every time you pull your.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
will, man.
yeah.
Congratulations, man. That's
Thank you,
yeah,
man. Thank you. I'm
yeah,
excited for
yeah,
those, man. And Pine Green Four is definitely next. Uh, Black Metallic Fives. I know we were recently talking about. Woo, man, I love
yeah.
that sneaker, man. I
Ooh, I'm
forget.
telling you.
Green is my favorite color, and the way they do
Yeah.
that green on that Jordan Four and the comfortability.
Yes.
You,
Yes.
let me see those again. You
Yes,
take care of
sir.
those, man. Let me see the
Yes, sir.
bottoms. Let me see the bottoms of
Uh-huh.
bad boys. Woo, them joints look like you never put them on foot. Why do you look like you never wore them, Drew? That's crazy.
Yeah, man.
You take good
And
care. Those your babies. You treat those well, man.
appreciate it. Appreciate it. And like I said, man, salute to you because, as long as I've been using, like, I use Crep Protect, they're all the same, whatever brand you use. But I heard you talk about, spraying the bottoms. And it's like, I thought about that a while back, but I didn't do it. So when you said it, it was like, he right. I need to do it. So I've been more conscious about it now. So I appreciate you, for the inspiration on that, bro.
Definitely,
Yeah.
brother. Definitely, yeah. Those look good, man. So I can't wait
Thank
to get
you.
those, man, for real. And
Yeah.
Black Metallic Fives. Like I said, I looked out.
Mm,
I looked out for somebody, man. I got my coworker's son his size, and I didn't get my size, and I didn't think that shoe would shoot up to where it shot up at. But
I
yeah,
know,
it's
right?
crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Chicago one lows is another one for me, which are super super low.
Mm,
Shatter
mhm.
backboards mainly for the box. You know, I have the whole collection, but I want
Yeah.
that second iteration just for the box.
The box is crazy good, man.
Yeah.
I love the box, man.
Reimagine
Yep.
Royals. I want just because it's something different with that suede. You know,
Mm,
I need those in the collection for a reach back.
yeah.
Tokyo Fives. I'm surprised
Oh,
how
yeah.
low those. Drew, those are low. I don't know about your size, but at my size 11, those are under 350 before fees and everything. So
Oh, that's good.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
good.
The
I
undefeated
think,
four, I said I didn't need, but I wanted. Only
yeah.
reason why I want that shoe, Drew, is just because that's like a shoe we never thought that what it was 20,000 for the original. So the fact
Yeah.
that they gave us that again, I know it's a little different. Yes, it has Nike Air on the back. I know, but still, I feel like
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
just for nostalgia purposes, but that and the Tokyo need to be in a collection
I
for sure,
feel you,
for sure.
man. Like the defeat is for me, it's kind of I'm gonna tell you, I do want them. They haven't been high on my list because you understand how it is. You have to prioritize what do you really want. What's the ones you gotta have right away? What's the ones you can go back for? So the undefeateds, it is on my list. I haven't really talked about it, but I think I'm gonna grab them too eventually. It'll be sometime this year. I'm gonna get them, like you said, for the nostalgia. And I'm glad you mentioned the Nike Air on the back because I don't remember who I was watching. I try to tune into different videos, but just people are saying about the Black Cat fours. They don't like the Nike Air. They wish it would have been the Jumpman. But like on one hand, I understand, wanting them to stay true to the original release. But man, we just got to be honest. that Nike Air on the Black Cat 4s is just fire.
Yeah,
Like, I just think it looks better. That's just my opinion.
I do
You know
too.
what I'm saying? If I
Yeah.
had to choose, yeah, I'm gonna get the Nike Air. So, you know, to each his own. But you know, I do also, I feel people when they're saying, you know, don't put it on everything because it oversaturates. I get it. Like the Flight Club 4s.
Thank you. Trash. Why'd you put it on? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Trash.
I'm sorry. And I'm glad it's just me and you because I know Jay Miller would after that shoot. I don't want him to feel bad. But
Yeah,
I
yeah.
really think those are hot garbage. I'm
It's
sorry.
garbage, man.
If you had the white cement fours or the black military fours,
Yeah.
what is the point of that shoe? We all know that shoe was gonna go on sale when we first seen it. We knew.
hmm hmm And the thing that, you know, I'm not trying to get into bashing YouTubers and stuff, and I'm not calling no names, but, you know, bro, I kind of get tired of these guys who do these shorts. They post the shorts of that shoe, you know, and just making it like it's so good. And man, I can't wait to get to. It's like you're lying, man. You know you ain't feeling it like that. You just trying to get the views and, you know, get people to comment and stuff. I mean, I get it, but
Well, you know what's crazy, too, that I found out the other day? Nike's
hmm
be sending some of these YouTubers sneakers like Jordan retros. I didn't
hmm
even know this.
wow,
Yeah,
yeah,
so these dudes be lying because they're getting free product, and I didn't even know
wow,
Nike was doing that stuff, man. But yeah,
yeah, I
it's
didn't either.
crazy.
That's
And you know what
that,
else that a lot of people don't know? A lot
mm-hmm.
of these brick and mortar stores they resell too. Like the manager
mm.
of Snipes told me that during like a little after COVID, there were some sneakers that were sitting, and they sold them on StockX.
Oh
Yeah, they
wow,
got shipped out
wow,
the store back to the warehouse. And they sold them on StockX. So yeah, these local brick and mortar stores they resell too.
mm. That is so interesting, man.
Yeah,
I
man.
just feel like at the end of the day, which is another reason I appreciate you, like when you do, shout out to sneakerfiles.com. Like when you do those reaction videos to the releases coming out, you know, if you don't like the shoe, you don't like it, and you tell us. I appreciate that because I feel like YouTubers like you and because I, you know, I don't do it like you do it and the others, but I feel like there's a responsibility to just be honest with the consumers, man. Like you can't tell people what to buy, but and I'm not saying do that, but I mean be honest and tell them, you know what? If you want this shoe, grab it, but it's not really such and such. You know, just give them what's real
Yeah, give it
at the
real
end of
opinion.
the day.
Yeah,
Yeah, man, we need more of that. We need more of that, bro.
it seems like things been flip flop, man. It seems like fake is praised and being real is frowned upon.
Yeah,
That's really the times we're living in, unfortunately, and it's sad, you know.
very
It
sad,
really is.
man. Very sad. So yeah, you keep doing what you're doing, bro, because you know you do the sneakers. I want to touch on this real quick. You do the sneaker reviews, you do the reaction videos. I really like that, but also you talk about different topics and the other things that are not sneaker related. Yo, do
Thank you,
that.
brother. Thank you.
Because it's life, you know what I'm saying? We buy shoes, but that's not all we deal with on the daily, man.
Right.
It's stuff, it's real life stuff going on out here. So it's good that you're, you know, exposing that, you know, putting it out there in case people don't know. And for those who do know, you know, give something for us to discuss, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I
we
mean,
got
just like dudes that are out there trying to put themselves out there as far as in the dating world. I just dropped another
yeah,
pocket balloon reaction on my other channel, and Drew, I couldn't believe it. These women really put Newports and liquor over love. Like
wow.
dudes came out multiple dudes that had their stuff together, like dudes that were well dressed, handsome dudes that had finances and stuff together. And they say, "Yeah, I don't want a
Yeah,
smoker. I don't want a woman who smokes. I don't want a woman who drinks too often." And these women literally said their vices are more important than their future and settling down. Oh no, I smoke Newports. No, I'm drinking my liquor. I don't want. I'm like, man,
mm,
this is crazy. This is the world that we live in. That women are putting alcoholic and drugs and vices. And like the dude told her, he was like, it literally says on the back of the cigarettes what it does to you, like what you're
yeah,
taking in, the fiberglass, nicotine, rat poison. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
how could you be considered somebody who's educated? And why would I take advice from you if you are putting nicotine, fiberglass, and rat poison into your
Yeah,
body? I mean, the average person wouldn't eat rat poison if you say, here's rat poison, eat it. No, but you'll smoke it
exactly.
because they make you feel good. I
Mm-hmm.
mean,
Mm-hmm.
this is the times we live in, man. So yeah, like
Yeah,
you said, it's definitely more than sneakers, man. Because at
it
the end of the
is.
day, who you gonna go home to? Who's gonna cook you a hot meal? Do you even have a woman to cook you a hot meal, or she rather drink and smoke her cigarettes
Right,
and gossip on the phone? So yeah,
right.
yeah.
It's relevant, man. So yeah, keep doing your thing with that, bro.
Thank you,
You know
brother.
you got my support, man. So,
Definitely, you are extremely
all the way.
supportive, man. I'm blessed. I'm blessed to meet you, know you, and be able to interact with you like this, man. Because
Likewise,
people
bro.
are people are going to see that. Even people that are here right now in the live, because a lot of people probably didn't know you were going to go live. Because like I said, you have
Yeah.
a very good following, loyal fan base. People are going to tune into this after the fact, and
Yes.
I just want to reiterate again. If anybody comes across this live, man, and you feel like you have a dope sneaker collection, man, let it be known, man. Like I said, I will be personally be giving money out of my pocket. We'll be doing giveaways and cash prizes and stuff, man. We want to see people, and if you just want to showcase your collection,
Mm-hmm.
showcasing your collection up here, man, we'll definitely get you rewarded, man. So please do if you guys come across this. And me and Drew are deciding if we want to create a separate page for
Yeah.
this. But right now we're just gonna do it like this to see what kind of feedback we get, man. So make sure you guys
So,
share the love, share this, and let people know what we got going on. Again, hopefully we can get Jay Miller in next time. If not, it's
yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
We're still gonna keep this thing
We'll
going, man.
keep it
But yeah,
going.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. It was important, to every person that is successful, and whether they're wealthy or famous or whatever, it all begins with that first step. You got to take the first step to try it out, test those waters. And so that's what we're doing with this. So this is a special moment, bro. And as I even said to you, man, I'm coming out of my comfort zone because it's not something I do. You know what I'm saying? I tune in sometimes to lives and it's all good, but this is kind of new for me. I'm always behind the scenes. Like I said, I'm like the Wizard of Oz. I'm behind the curtain. But but it's a blessing, man, to come together with you, a like-minded individual that is about positivity, and we love God too, man. God
yes,
first,
yes, definitely,
faith over sneakers, like you said, man.
definitely.
So we're here to be a blessing, and actually on that note, bro, if there anything else you want to talk about, because I do have a scripture to share, but I felt, we talked about doing it in the beginning, but I actually think it'll be better to end with that,
I
to
like
get
that. I
people
like that
to,
idea. I
yeah,
like that.
take something with them, they can go look it up if they want to. So I got that ready when the time comes. But yeah, anything else you wanted to talk about, bro? Because it's a lot of stuff we can, catch up on. So yeah, what you
Yeah,
think about it?
I don't really have too much else. I kind of want to just, like I said, I don't want to make this first one too long because I kind of want to put out there, see what feedback we get.
Yeah, yeah,
People know the name Faith Over Sneakers. People know what we're gonna be doing on here, trying to separate ourselves.
for
And
sure.
yeah, man, I just want to see what the people are feeling, what they're talking after what we presented. So if you want to go ahead
Definitely.
and read that scripture, that's perfectly fine with me, man. I'm ready.
Okay, well let me do one more thing, bro, that I
No
meant
problem.
to
No
to,
problem.
to get in there when you were talking about the reach backs. I want to name a couple of two for me.
Okay.
Um, so me and you have talked about this, how we like packs, completing packs. And so I know you have the Bugs Bunny eights, um, and you have the playoff and the aquas. Yeah, you got all three of those. So those are on my list. I have the aquas, but I'm definitely going to get the Bugs Bunnies and the playoffs. And then this colorway, man, like it's not the original, but it's a OG retro. But the Chrome eights
Mm-hmm.
are dropping this year. Gotta have them. And for me, the story on them behind the reason why I gotta have them is one of my cousins, an older guy. Man, I had ran into him. This was maybe 3 years ago. Ran into him at a gas station, and he had the chromes on, man. Man, I loved them. Like I knew about this shoe, but you know, it's different when you see it in
Yeah,
person. I
yeah,
had never seen somebody wearing them in person, so man, I just said to myself, I gotta grab them one day. So the fact that they're releasing them this year, yeah. So for me, I feel like getting the rest of those, I'll be good on 8s. You know, there's some other ones dropping, but yeah, if I can get them, man, that'll be dope. So that's on my list. Um, so as you know, I showed these again. Let me show them one more time. Let me show them one more time. But the pack, man, I'm gonna get the navy ones.
yeah. Get them while they cheap. They cheap right now. So
Exactly, exactly. Yeah. So that's actually the next thing. Well, it's crazy, bro, because like you said, you know, the Chicago's they dropping in like another week or so. But I'm gonna grab them navies too, to complete, you know, complete the pack.
right.
Yeah. So I'm definitely on that this year. Like, obviously, like for me and you too, the Toro Bravo fours, and you know we'll be able to talk about like Space Jams and the Bread fours, all that on another show, because those are coming out later, more the end of the year. But yeah, man, it's about them reachbacks too.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to share that too, bro. But yeah, man, this was the scripture that God put on my in my spirit to share. It's Philippians chapter 3, verse 13 and 14. And so this is the King James Version. It says, Brethren, I count not myself to have apprehended, but this one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind and reaching forth unto those things which are before. And then verse 14 says, I press toward the mark for the prize of the high calling of God in Christ Jesus. So I just want to say briefly, man, that what that means to me is when he says, I count not myself to have apprehended, that just means I haven't arrived yet. I haven't got to that perfect place, that perfection, which, let's be real, we ain't going to never reach perfection, you know, itself. But that's not what life is about. It's about the pursuit. It's about putting forth the effort to be your best self.
Right.
And so he just, you know, that's Paul talking. He was saying, I ain't made it there, but I'm forgetting those things that are behind. I want to just speak on that because we're human and we have a tendency to stay stuck in our past, you know, whether it was someone who wronged us, did something to us, or we did something that we looked back on and said, man, I should have never done that. And those things can lead to depression and, you know, just always being down like a dark cloud. But I love that passage, bro, because you know we have the ability to leave the past where it is. That past was there. It helped us to gain experience, learning experiences, and so it's okay to acknowledge where you went wrong or where someone wronged you, but
Right.
you don't want to stay there. It's
Right.
what you do after that. And
Right.
so basically, you know, I love it because it's encouraging us to press forward. You know what I'm saying? I did this way back when, you know, you never forget where you come from. That's important. But use that to catapult you to be better. So so that's just what I wanted to share, you know, just to give people food for thought, man. We're not perfect, but we can strive,
Yes.
and so I'm here to tell you, like, scripture's everything. It speaks to me first, you know what I'm saying? I'm not on here trying to preach and tell y'all what y'all better do, what y'all ought to do. And I'm speaking to Druuski first,
Hmm.
and anybody else that it may bless. And so yeah, so that was the scripture I came up with for
Thank you for
this
that. That was
live.
a really good scripture, really good reading. I appreciate that. That hit the heart.
You're welcome, bro. You're welcome, bro.
And I hope everybody who views this after the live, I hope they take it in as well.
Amen to that. Amen to that. So listen, I want to thank you. Shout out to Jay Miller. You know, he came up with this idea with you, and so we appreciate him for that. And I want to say salute to you for, being the one to to put it, into motion and make it happen. And I'm honored to be a part of it, to host this and put this on to the viewers. Like you said, I have a decent following and I'm grateful. Everybody that's watching this now or those who will tune in, I appreciate all of y'all support on the daily. I don't always post every single day, but it's guaranteed people show love. And so I'm grateful to everybody for that. I'm just here to be a tool to be used, a vessel.
Right.
And so this ain't about me. This ain't nobody. We not clout chasing. This ain't none of that. We're just here to share and welcome everybody. It's supposed to be a community, man. Yeah. Community of filled with love, peace, joy. We're not out here trying to be better than the next man or try to top somebody or fight somebody over something. We're about working together because when you get to the top, you don't do it by yourself.
Right.
It takes a village, like they said, it takes a village to raise a child, but it's not just raising a child, but to be successful, we have to work together, man.
Yes.
And so that's what we're about. I know that's what you're about. We're about community, bringing people together. So even with the sneaker battles and all that, it's going to be fun, love, money. I know y'all ain't going to turn that down, right?
Exactly. Come on. Where the ladies at, man? We need to hear from y'all ladies, man, because y'all got some dope sneaker collections. So come on, man.
Sure.
Pull up, for real.
For sure. So we thank you. D, you got anything else you want to say to the people before we drop out of here?
Nah, man. I just want to say I appreciate the people who tuned in after the live, because I know y'all gonna tune in, man. Again, shout out to Drew for willing to take the time to step out of his comfort zone, man, and show his space more. And lately he's been showing a lot of fits and stuff, and man, I love it, man. And thank you so much, Drew, for hosting this. Thank you for your friendship. Thank you for being my brother in Christ, man. And I look forward to the future. And I'm very, very excited to chop it up with you again next week, man, and talk about what we picked up, and talk about what we look forward to. Hopefully, some new topics, man, for sure.
Absolutely. Me too. And bro, you know what? This is gonna be something we're gonna laugh about what I'm about to say. Help me out. So when I end this thing, it's gonna give me an option to save it, right? Okay.
I hope it does.
Yeah, I hope so too, man. Because
this my first time going live too. I'm new to this with you.
All love, man. Yeah, so I'm gonna make sure of that so that we can share this. I'm gonna promote it, all of that stuff. We want people to tune in. So,
right.
All right, bro.
Peace and love to you. Peace and love to everybody watching this, Drew. And I hope you have a good night, man, and a good rest.
Absolutely. Thank you, bro. Same to you. God bless you. God bless everybody.
Yes, and Drew, I'll talk to you tomorrow about and let you know how this Air Max 95 release is going. Shout out if you watch it. Hopefully, people who watch it, if you wanted that sneaker, hopefully you got it for retail.
Yeah. I hope
and
so
one more
too,
shout
man.
out to Z again. Z, thank you for hooking our brother Drew with that sneaker, man. This is what it's all about. This is what the sneaker community is about. Helping each other out with releases that we can't get and stuff like that, man.
That's right. All right, bro. Appreciate you. God bless you, man.
God bless you.
All right. Peace.
Peace.